Yo, I am completely shocked. I feel like I have entered a new era. So let's just get straight into it. What the heck? I went on a date. I'm gonna tell you what happened and then we're gonna debrief because I need to debrief. The first date went really, really well. I honestly had the intention of only staying for an hour. We ended up staying at the park for 4 hours just talking, and the conversation was really great and really insightful, and I felt like, okay, this person, there could maybe be something. So my intention for the second date was to see if there was a physical attraction or that chemistry, because we get along clearly. We can have conversation clearly, but is this romantic? You know what I'm saying? And so he asked me to go on a second date and I agreed. He picked the spot. By the end of the date, when the waiter came up, okay, this is the reason why the date did not go well. And y'all humble me if I need to be humbled. But by the end of the date, the waiter came up, the kind waiter, all on one bill. And me, being the lady, I'm not answering the question. I do not know what that waiter just said. I'm looking directly at you, sir. And he looks directly at me. Get this? We can split it. You okay with that? We can split it? And the first thing that came out of my mouth was, yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. And I was like, Abby, do not make a face. Abby, keep it cool. Abby, keep it here. I always thought that was craziness. I always thought that it was just people talking. But here I am now sitting and it's my real reality. I was like, this happens? A man could ask you on a date and then split the bill and think that that's okay? I made a post about it and the comments went crazy. And they were not on my side, y'all. The comments were you are entitled. This is the reason that you are single. How could you go on a date and expect a guy to pay for you? To me, it's always been an obvious thing. No, the man should take the whole bill. But clearly we are in a time where that's not actually the case. And a lot of people were talking about equality. Oh, you wanted equality. Here you go, honey. Pay half the bill, honey. Why did I have this whole visceral reaction? What I mean by visceral reaction, I felt it in my stomach. I was like, I got to go. I came with my wallet. I came with money. I'm fully capable of paying for my share, if not the whole bill. Trust me, it wasn't even a fancy restaurant. It was a $60 bill. I'm fully capable of paying it. Why is it that the fact that I came out, spent time with you, was enjoying myself? I was enjoying myself. It was an okay date. It wasn't amazing, but it wasn't horrible. It was an okay date. We were just warming up to each other. I felt like it was good. It was good. It wasn't great and it wasn't bad. It must be something beyond my rational process, because I'm telling you, I cannot rationalize it other than that is just my expectation, and my body was fighting after that. I felt disrespected. I felt so disrespected to the point where I had to really control my tongue and I had to really contain myself, because I didn't want to make a scene and I didn't want to embarrass myself. But I felt disrespected. I really did. I wanted to look at this man and be like, so you think I'm one of these girls? So you think I don't know my worth? So you think that you could just do whatever? You think that you could just do whatever and I'm gonna follow it? I mean, I don't know everybody's financial situation, but he don't look like he's scratching for pennies. I wanted to read some of the comments that people said, some that were against me, some that were for me, because I just find it so interesting. Anytime I've been in a relationship where the man paid 100% of the bill, I paid more than 50% on mental instability issues when they showed up later. Pay the damn 50%, girl. I promise you'll want to be looked at as an equal instead of a belonging. Girl, I hear you. I hear you. Trust me when I say I hear you. I have also been in a relationship where the man paid 100% of everything. He was paying the bills. He was buying me clothes. He was taking me on trips and dinners and whatevers, okay? He paid everything. And in the beginning, it was nice. And you felt like you were a little princess, a little queen, oh my God, he loves me. And then you're with him for a while and you're wait a minute, there's a real power imbalance and you're kind of taking advantage of it right now. Trust me, I've been in those situations. That is a very specific man that will do that. That is not someone with integrity. That is not someone with character. That is not a loving person. That is not a person that you should be with. That is abuse, okay? And so we are not gonna make the standard based off of someone that is abusive. These characteristics that will take advantage of you will still take advantage of you even if you are paying 50%. Those mental health issues that you're talking about will show up regardless of you're paying 50% and you think you still have your power. No, he's gonna get in your mind, he's gonna get in your heart and your emotions and manipulate you in that sense. And so your 50%, you're not really saving nothing. You're not really protecting yourself in any real way. That is not the standard. Thank you very much. I read in an article, some girls go on multiple dates a month for free meals instead of looking for a relationship. He probably read that same article. Maybe he did read that same article. After talking about this with my friends, it is a real thing where girls will like actually just go out with guys to get free meals. And that is the epitome of lowdown. Obviously, that was not the case for me, and I did not go on this date for a free meal. Trust me, if I wanted a free meal, I would have picked the place, and I would have picked a nice place that I would have wanted to eat at, not at the place that we went to that was like average. If I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna eat good, okay? It is a very real reality that there are some women, might I add, low down women that will actually go out of their way and waste their time and their own self-respect to get a free meal. Like, they're not really focused on you. They're not really asking you questions. They're not really giving you the time of the day. Or they're being overly flirty, or they're being overly attached, making you feel like you're special. Weed out those women from women that are actually serious or that you want to take serious. You can't let the flaws of other people be your new standard. Like, it just doesn't work that way. You know what I mean? I'm gonna tie up my hair. Like, bad character be the standard for everybody, because you know what ends up happening is that you end up never getting in a relationship or never finding anyone genuine because you think everyone is against you. I think it's fair. Splitting the bill on a date reflects modern values of equality, financial fairness, and independence. It avoids reinforcing outdated gender roles, ensures shared responsibility, and helps create a more balanced and respectful relationship from the start. Whole feminist movement was about bringing women to the point where they have equal opportunity, where they can protect themselves if they needed to, where they could have their own money so that they weren't abused and taken advantage of, so that women were seen as human beings and not as objects. Where have we gone? What is wrong with gender roles? Like, there is nothing wrong with gender roles. And I think when we try and deny the fact that certain genders have certain roles, we actually get in this place of where we are right now, where we're totally confused. Where like 50% of people are like, no, a man should pay. No, a woman should pay. And it's like, we are at this place of confusion. Okay, we're confused about the most basic things a man should pay because we have totally erased the expectation of what a man should do and what a woman should do. And I think as human beings, we are not that advanced and evolved to say that we could just do whatever regardless of the gender. It just doesn't work, in my opinion. My personal experience, if that was only a first date, run. Do not date this man. You are in danger, girl. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you, someone, for agreeing with me. Women want men that are going to have their back. And if you can't even pay for my first date, like you can't even show that you want to take care of me, I don't even know what else is in store. Matter of fact, I don't even want to find out. You keep that on your own. And so I surely did run. What? WTF? Are you serious? It's not 1896. Have some self-respect. I did have some self-respect, and that's why I walked out of there. Okay, fine, I didn't walk out of there. I respectfully left the place together. I didn't just leave the man. That'd be kind of crazy. I respectfully left the place. He walked me to my vehicle, and the funny thing is, he was like, I really enjoy seeing you, and I want to see you again. How are you feeling about how things are progressing? Like, how do you feel about everything? I can't be rude sometimes. It's very difficult for me. And so I was just like, yeah, I feel good, but I have to go right now, because respecting myself is getting with a man that is actually a man. Sorry to say, y'all, I'm sorry to say it. I try and avoid the situation by offering to pay for what I consumed. Actually, I don't just offer, I insist in case my date was just being nice but didn't really want to pay. Now, this perspective I like. I used to be like this. I think it also takes the pressure off you as a woman that doesn't want the man to feel like he has to pay. But as I've gotten older, I've realized that actually, like, it's a nice gesture, and I respect women that do that, because I think it just gives you a peace of mind, you know, like, you're not worried about, like, is he expecting me to pay? Does he want me to pay? Does he not want to? Like, you're just here. And hopefully he's like, no, I got it. So that you just feel good that he wants to pay. I get it. I've done it. I'm gonna just set the standard from the jump. Like, nah, I'm not pulling out my card. Like, you know what it is, sir. Like, you're out with me, and I just feel like as a woman, like, you should respect me as a woman, so you know what it is. And if you don't know what it is, I'm really here to teach you what it is. Like, it just is what it is. Why is this such a thing? Pay for your own order. Why do women assume that men should always pay? I just think it's so crazy to date a man that won't pay. Like, if your man is not paying for the bill, this sounds crazy, but like, what is he really doing in your relationship? Like, is he showing up for you? Is he taking care of you? Is he like, does he really have your back? Because I was thinking about it. I'm like, even when I go out to a restaurant with my younger siblings, I have 2 younger siblings, like, I would be offended if my younger siblings pulled out the card and was like, nah, I'm gonna pay for everybody. To even look at my younger siblings and be like, okay, we're each getting our own bill, like, that is crazy to me. And I feel like that same thing applies when you're dating someone. Like, your man should have that sort of protectiveness over you. Welcome to the 21st century. I would like to leave. I need to know how you responded in the moment. Well, I literally just said, yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. And after that, I went on like frozen mode, because I was not engaging in conversation, because what the heck else am I going to say to you? Like, I have nothing to say to you. I'm no longer interested. And it was so funny, because as he said that, he like reached over the table and grabbed my hand and was like rubbing my hand. And I was like, does this man think that this is progressing? And so I kindly like took my hands back. I obviously paid my share of the bill, paid my $27. And then we left the restaurant, and he asked if we could just like walk around or spend some more time together. And I was like, no, I've got to go. But you can walk me to my car if you like. You know, it's like a short little walk. And so he did. And I got to go now. So went in my car, deuces. And that was it. Have you been living under a rock all your life? I think I might have been living under a rock, because what the actual heck? Because women, if you think this is the norm, that a man is making you pay half the bill, in my honest opinion, I think you need to have more respect for yourself, and I think you need to understand your value as a woman and go after the things that they want. They are go-getters. When a man is really a man, they go after what they want head on. And so you think a little $60 bill is gonna stop them from that? No. And there was another red flag also when we first started talking. Like, before our first date, he had asked me to meet up, and I was like, yeah, let's meet up. And we were trying to figure out like which area of the city we should meet up in. And I told him where I'm at. Like, I gave him a recommendation. I was like, I'm in this area. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm in that area. And he's like, okay, why don't we meet up in a different area? And I was like a little bit confused, because I was like, the area that he suggested was on the whole other side. So I was like, you want me to like come all the way out? I don't know. I canceled, and I was like, you know what? I don't really have the time for it right now. Like, it's cool, whatever. So maybe that was a red flag as well. Like, I feel like he wanted me to come to him, because he told me where he lived, and then the place that he recommended was like there, and I was like on the whole other side of the city. And I was like, usually guys will come to you. So anyways, I was like, nah, I don't want to go. And throughout that week, he was super persistent. He was like, I still want to see you. Can we do this day? And was like asking throughout the week. So I thought, okay, persistence is a good sign. Like, maybe it was just miscommunication. Maybe I took it the wrong way. So I think the moral of the story for myself is like, the second you see a red flag, don't be giving people chances. Like, people are who they are. People are who they are. And the second you give them chances is the second you start to play yourself. Anyways, I really hope this doesn't happen again. And I'm a little bit afraid to like go on other dates, because if this is what y'all are doing out there, I'm not really interested. Peace and love and bye for now. Do not Do not go out with a man that is not